We got the call on our way home that something was wrong. When we got here, we saw that the entire house was engulfed in flames. Just sitting there and looking at you, basically your whole life investment going up in flames. It did take a toll on us as a family. Once we decided to rebuild, the thought came up to use the Housing Authority of Grenada. After they sent in their quotation, which we thought was very, very reasonable, we decided to go with Housing Authority of Grenada. They were very helpful. They visited the site weekly. The staff was very professional. The contractor was very professional. They delivered our house on time. The quality of work was amazing. And as you can see today, we are not disappointed. I would definitely recommend Housing Authority of Grenada for all your construction needs. With their affordable costs, high level of customer service, guidance, and building expertise, they will help you as they help us.
Diamond Intercontinental Jewelry Store now has amazing deals, special discounted prices on wedding sets, watches and selected jewelry. We sell top brand jewelry and watches like Citizen, Guess and Klein and G-Shock, all at the best prices in Grenada. We also buy scrap gold and offer the best deals and customer service on the island. Opening hours Mondays to Saturdays 9:30 a.m. to 5 p.m. Diamond Intercontinental Jewelry Store, located at the Esplanade Mall, St. George's, Grenada. Visit our brand new remodeled store or call us on telephone number 414-3114, 232-1234 or WhatsApp 533-1581. Sale is on for a limited time only.
Fuel your dreams with a communal vehicle loan. It's a huge deal with super awesome rates and discounts. Get the vehicle that's just for you. Enjoy your journey. Make memories. Explore more. We're fueling dreams to your destination. It's a huge deal and it's just for you. Your destination, and we'll take you there. Call or message us on WhatsApp 405-6670 or 405-2248. Let's get you where you have to be with Communal and Friends. This special promotion is in collaboration with The Beacon Insurance, Netherlands Insurance, Greens Automotive, RF Motors, and Specialized Automotive. We're fueling dreams to your destination. Apply today. Lending terms and conditions apply.
Family fun days are here. Now is the time for movie marathons, tasty treats, and outdoor fun. At Courts, we have the TVs, appliances, grills, pools, and more to make your home the place to be. Get it all today with no cash when you shop with Courts Ready Finance. Family fun days are on now. Get what you need at Courts, bringing value home. Offer ends July 23rd. Conditions apply.
Affordable quality products delivered to you via superb service. We are superb distributors, wholesalers and authorized agents for trusted products you know and love, like Rika Juices, Pure Heaven products, Bibin diapers, New Bright laundry detergent, Allegra pasta, and more.
Contact Superb Distributors at 435-2948 for superb quality and service.
I want you to control your anger. There's a way to feel better. That's one thing to remember. No matter where you are, you can be a star. Stop and take a deep breath and relax yourself. Take another deep breath and relax it, and relax it. Eliminate violence.
Okay, and we'd like to officially welcome everyone to another Mikey Live program, folks. This is it. We're talking about the good, the bad, and the Mikey. How are you doing? I hope you have already shared the program. It's going to be another night of interesting programming. For those of you who are here for the first time, we'd like to officially say hello and welcome to you. And well, for those of you who are always here, that's the usual suspects. We say hello to you and welcome as well. So let's see what we are talking about on the program for tonight, boy. First things first, the Gouyave, the Polyclinic, according to the Ministry of Health, that is now open. All right. So yes, they're open for business. We're going to talk about that more in a moment. And the Caribbean region wanted to be prepared for the high floods and landslides and so on. We're going to talk about that as it relates to our climate. And a citizen calls on bus drivers to be more responsible. And Grenada now part of a project, right? It's a pilot project that is aimed at reducing plastic pollution. And the ECCB registers first loss in 6 years. Antigua Court rules section of the Sexual Offences Act unconstitutional. And multiple protests erupt across the capital city in Trinidad and Tobago. We're going to talk about all of that and more when we return on tonight's Mikey Live program. Now, we're going to let you know that the headlines was brought to you through the kind compliments of Courts Grenada Limited, Digicel, Nawasa, the Housing Authority of Grenada, Superb Distributors. We want to say thank you guys for being on board. And of course, folks, when we come back, it could be real news in Ololililolo. I see that some of you have not yet shared the program. Again, we are encouraging you to go ahead and share the business. We're taking a quick, I want to tell a quickie. We are taking a quickie, and yes, we are coming back again. If you have not yet done so, we'd really like to encourage you to please share the business.
Do you need to get one of these tests done at an affordable price? Well, look no further. Visit Allied Laboratories by Fit for Life today. We offer VDRL, CBC, ANA, rheumatoid factor, D-dimer, TROP1, HbA1c, PTINR, and PTT. Call one of our branches today, conveniently located at Grenville and Granats, and one of our staff members will be happy to assist. Please note that there are over 200 tests available, and these are only a few. So call today and book your appointment.
We told you it was going to be a quickie, and now let's get into the news. So, Olia, the first thing that we have to tell Olia about, boy, is that the Gouyave, the Polyclinic. Yeah, so watch that thing pretty. Whoa, yo, look thing. Watch mass. You look nice, huh? Sorry. Well, yeah, boy. So, that is We Zone. People of Gouyave, St. Mark, and things like that. So, the ministry, they put out notice today that the clinic was officially opened on July 4th, 2022. So open for operations. That's located at Dr. Bell in the junction right there. All right. So they are prepared to serve people Mondays to Fridays, 8 a.m. to 4 p.m. And of course for emergencies and so on. And they say weekends, 24-hour service until further notice, right? So they have a 24-hour service on the weekends. And of course, well, 8 to 4 during the week, all right? And of course, they open for emergencies and so on. Now, the Ministry of Health, Wellness and Religious Affairs say that they like to appeal to the patients and the patrons when visiting the new facility in the transition period to please be patient and understanding, all right? So, this is the situation right there. Now, the ministry also thanks everyone for their understanding and cooperation as it continues, they say, to transform the health sector and provide health care services to all citizens. Okay, so I have a few things to say, but I'm waiting for when the time is right to say. You understand? Something to say. When it comes to talking about our health care, understand? So let's give it some time. You know, I have to do something first.
And then once I do this something, we go talk about that. Okay? Right. You know? Good. They say you must play dead to see what funeral you will get. So right now I'm still playing dead. Yeah, so until give me another 2 days and please turn up. That I promise you. Okay? I promise you, and just remind me if you don't hear from me. Say, Mikey, what you had something to say regarding health and thing, but you don't say it. Just remind me. Okay? Well, you know what? You don't even have to remind me. You don't even have to remind me. You understand? Anyway, when I'm talking on behalf of all Grenadians, Cariconians, and Petit Martinicans. Alright? So we're moving on. I don't know. I don't be good in the day, but again, little compression on the chest when I try to speak in the night. So forgive me again, but it's a process. Let me go. Now, the Barbados-based Caribbean Climate Outlook Forum, CARICOF, on Tuesday said that La Nina conditions are in place, and as a result, high flooding, flash flooding, landslides, rockfall, and soil erosion potential across Belize and the Caribbean islands will prevail until December, and from late November in the coastal Guianas. Now here's what. In its latest edition of the Caribbean Climate Outlook newsletter, the CARICOF said with the transition into the dry season in Belize and the islands, frequent short dry spells are expected from Hispaniola westward, potentially impacting unprotected crop farming, especially in the case of pre-existing drought. Now, they say on a positive note, with the 2021 heat season ending in October, heat stress should quickly subside. Now, CARICOF said that for the period July to September, this part of the wet heat hurricane season is forecast to bring an increase in rainfall totals, wet days and wet spells, and tropical cyclone activity in the Caribbean islands. And this is something that we'll have to take note of. Now, this results in an increase in disruptions of outdoor activities and the rising water levels in soil, rivers, and reservoirs. However, the potential for flash floods, long-term flooding, and cascading impacts will increase from moderate in July to high in August and September. So, again, this is something that we have to watch, and if we have to really check out what's been happening for the past few weeks, we have been, it's been really wet, and you would find that soils are really saturated in truth, and yeah, so that just bears into, that just brings what they're saying more into what should I say, reality, yeah, because we are actually experiencing this ourselves. We are moving on, we're not sticking. Now, the next thing that we have to tell all the one citizen is calling on bus drivers to be more responsible. Now, we've posted on our page the exact message that was sent out to us this morning, sometime after 2 a.m., where a citizen said that she observed, how a bus driver risked the life of 2 children. And then you had a lot of people who were commenting on it, who are saying that they experienced the same incident and others just the same. And they are calling and appealing on bus drivers. Yes, you are trying to make money, but at the same time, please be a little more responsible, understanding that the people that are on your buses are human beings. You're not transporting raw material or something like that. It's actually, I think the AC is kind of throwing me off. Right? So they're asking for persons, drivers and so on to please. I myself listen, man. I don't see them, how some of these bus drivers operate, and it's crazy. And so, based on what this person has said, again, we have posted it on our page, it seemed like a lot of Grenadians are somewhat fed up with having to deal with indiscretions, particularly from bus drivers. Now, they're not saying that bus drivers are the only one who create infractions and cause accidents or create scenarios where accidents can happen. But they're saying that when it comes to bus drivers, that category of drivers, it is just too many. All right? We are moving on. How are we going again? Right. The next thing that we have to tell all about, very interesting, Grenada is now part of a project. And here's what that project is all about. That project is all about reducing plastic pollution. Now, you guys would remember that we had to abandon our main dump site in Perseverance, and we are now using another section of the area because of how we dump our waste, the category of waste that we use and stuff like that. So they're saying that they are working on this project, and Grenada is a part of it. And again, it's aimed at reducing plastic pollution in Grenada. We now go over to Donella for that report.
Grenada is now officially part of a pilot project by Replast, OECS, Grenada, and other stakeholders, including the Grenada Solid Waste Management Authority, seeking to reduce plastic pollution on the island. Regional Waste Management Consultant Ronald Roach gave a brief overview of what can be expected from this 6-month project.
So we recognize the challenges, but we recognize that we need to start somewhere, and this is what we are proposing. So a 2-month collection program in the first instance, with a centralized collection point to be located in Grenada. The program will involve a 2-week public education program at the start, followed by 8 collection days, and this is just the start.
It was noted that a similar project has been done in St. Lucia. Roach also spoke about how people can get involved in the project and some of the incentives.
Commencing this Saturday, 9th July. The first collection depot will be at Carmouin Park in Grenada. The public will bring in plastics which will be checked and weighed. A receipt would be provided for these plastics, and prizes would be given to persons bringing in the most plastics and on a random basis. So in terms of the acceptable and non-acceptable bottles, I already spoke about it, but we're looking at number 1 and number 2. Just for those of you who are not familiar, for the purposes of recycling, there are 7 classifications. 6 really being specific classifications, and then everything that's not 1 to 6 is put into other. And what 1 and 2 is PET. We all know what PET is. Polyethylene terephthalate is the bottles that usually form your water bottles and your soft drink bottles. Clear, green, amber are the most common colors. No caps. And we are accepting the caps as well.
The Grenada Bottling Company is also playing its part. Speaking more about this was Amisha Prasad, Occupational Health, Safety and Environmental Officer.
Like many other companies that make products that we all love, our packaging has contributed to this global challenge. We have a responsibility to solve this problem, help make the world's packaging problem a thing of the past. That is our goal. And to do this, the Coca-Cola system is leading something that is bold, that is ambitious, and it is to help collect and recycle 1 bottle for every bottle that we sell by 2030.
The Grenada Solid Waste Management Authority also shared on how they plan to tackle this issue.
All right, thank you, Donella and the team at MTV for facilitating that for us, okay? We are moving on. And the next thing that we have to tell you about, the governor of the Eastern Caribbean Central Bank, the ECCB, Timothy Antoine Grenadian, says the economies of the Eastern Caribbean Currency Union, the ECCU, felt the full weight of what he describes as an unprecedented and complex global economic and geopolitical environment. The ECCB has released its 2021-2022 annual report and the statement of accounts for the financial year ended the 31st of March 2022, showing that the St. Kitts-based financial institution had recorded a net loss of EC 49.1 million for the year ended 31st March 2022, compared to a net profit of EC 25.2 million in the previous financial year. So you see that it's a major shift from profit to loss. Now, the ECCB, which serves as a central bank for the islands of Anguilla, Antigua and Barbuda, Dominica, Grenada, Montserrat, St. Kitts and Nevis, St. Lucia, and St. Vincent and the Grenadines, said the net loss for the year was largely driven by losses of foreign investment securities combined with a decline in interest income earned on foreign reserve assets as interest rates globally remained at historically low levels over the year. Now, Antoine said despite the weak global financial environment, which resulted in the ECCB's first loss-making year in 6 years, the bank continues to manage the reserves prudently, thereby maintaining the strength and stability of the EC dollar. Right, so the next thing that we have to tell you about, boy, in Trinidad and Tobago, we've been monitoring eruptions of protests following police-involved shootings that occurred on the weekend. From since then, you have a lot of fires, blocking roads and burning tires and so on. And we want to give you a little report on that, as we have a lot of our Trinidadian people who usually watch the program, and one of them messaged me, Mikey, how come you're not saying anything about what's happening here? Well, here we are telling you what's taking place. So there's been a lot of protests and so on happening, and the citizens are calling for police officers to stop killing the youth.
Their rage over the police-involved shooting of 3 young men in Port of Spain on Saturday was all too obvious today. It started on the eastbound lane of the Churchill-Roosevelt Highway. This officer tried to calm the residents, but their pain was not so easily quelled. They are questioning the role of the TTPS.
Come on, man, police can serve. They're killing the youths. They're killing the youths. I want people to hear that they're killing the youths.
And while the officers were busy ensuring the eastbound lane remained clear, fires were being set along the westbound lane and on the street leading into Sealots. Traffic was soon backed up leading in and out of the city in a gridlock that lasted hours. Heavily armed police on the scene in Sealots faced off with residents who tried to explain why they took this action.
We tried to hold up the trail last night for the children and them, right? And about 8 sheep come and kicking down candles and all kind of things that there's 4 innocent children.
Soon the roads leading in and out of Port of Spain were blocked off, and those trying to get into the city were being turned back long before they could reach the burning debris. This swim called tire recycling facility in Sealots also became a target. And despite the best efforts of the fire services, the capital was quickly blanketed with smoke. Those trying to find alternative routes into the capital were also out of luck, as the Lady Young road into Port of Spain was blocked. But with heavily armed police and officers of the TNG regiment on the scene, the fires eventually burnt out and some semblance of normality returned. Charlene Rampersad, CNC 3 News.
Thank you, Charlene and CMC, for that report. The Eastern Caribbean Alliance for Diversity and Equality, ECCB, has welcomed a ruling by the Eastern Caribbean Supreme Court, the ECSC, that the island's anti-burglary law is unconstitutional. All right. Now, ECCB, they say, recognizes all lesbians, gay, bisexual, transgender, queer, and intersex LGBTI people in Antigua and Barbuda whose lives, livelihood, and happiness are no longer compromised by these outdated laws, they say. You understand? This is a huge deal for the people of Antigua and Barbuda. Now, they are saying that the process of litigation is important as it underscores how these laws contribute to the stigmatization of the LGBTQI people, how they legitimize hate speech, discrimination, and violence, and tears at the fabric of our society, they say. And we're talking about Antigua and Barbuda. All right, those were comments coming from an executive of ECCB. All right, so that's huge for the people there. So you know, the Burberry laws and stuff like that, they're saying that it is unconstitutional in Antigua and Barbuda. And mind you, we have similar laws here that prohibits same-sex unions and that kind of stuff. Yeah, but in Antigua it was challenged, and the challenge was successful. All right, so I guess as much you'll hear that conversation happening here now, and you know, whenever these conversations are being held, the tugging and you understand, you know, how Grenada is already where that is concerned. Yeah, but let's see how that will play off. All right. Let's see. Somebody's asking when was the I added. I don't know. Where we are. Okay, so the next thing that we have to tell you about, why it is getting closer to home. Health and wellness doctor Christopher Tufton confirmed that Jamaica has recorded its first case of the monkeypox virus. Now, that was announced at a news conference. Yes, so the monkeypox is getting closer to home, and soon you will hear our government talking more about that. It was a couple months ago when it first raised its ugly head. The ministry here said that they already have protocols in place, not specifically for the monkeypox, but because of these protocols and how the monkeypox presents. They are saying that those protocols that they have in place should be able to catch the monkeypox if it happens to reach our shores. You understand? Well, all they know that the monkeypox is a dread disease, and when you have monkeypox, nobody can guess in where you are. You understand? The monkeypox ain't pretty. Yeah? So that is one we want to keep off our shores. Okay? So we hope and pray that we will be spared from that business. Okay? All right, folks, what else do we have to tell you? Boris Johnson, boy, he under some real fire over there. The Prime Minister and Boris Johnson, he vowed to stay in power despite the resignation of 2 top cabinet ministers and a slew of more junior officials who said they could no longer serve under his scandal-tarred leadership. What? Anyway, lady that talk alone here, papa. Lady that talk alone. Yeah, you know what I mean? I see that we're running out of time. Let me take a little break on the program here, papa. Some of us don't even share anything yet. Yeah, I mean, some of you don't even share the business yet. Them people in the hospital, I want to say hello to you. Those people on the front desk, they say to big them up. And the people at dietary, they say to big them up too. Risa and the crew. Risa, hello. I hear Risa telling people, I doesn't scan nobody. I hear on the phone and Risa say, I doesn't scan nobody. I say, yes, Risa, get them. You understand? So big up Risa and the crew. You understand? All of all here. Yeah, well, anyway, we had to talk. Yeah, tell all we had to talk things, but not yet. You understand? Let me just, and then we go talk the things. Taking a break and come back. And when I come back, we've got a national report on the weather. Some of all didn't share it, and we're going to have a serious problem when we come back. So, folks, we'll be back shortly.
We got the call on our way home that something was wrong. When we got here, we saw that the entire house was engulfed in flames. Just sitting there and looking at basically your whole life investment going up in flames. It did take a toll on us as a family. Once we decided to rebuild, the thought came up to use the Housing Authority of Grenada. After they sent in their quotation, which we thought was very, very reasonable, we decided to go with Housing Authority of Grenada. They were very helpful. They visited the site weekly. The staff was very professional. The contractor was very professional. They delivered our house on time. The quality of work was amazing. And as you can see today, we are not disappointed. I would definitely recommend Housing Authority of Grenada for all your construction needs. With their affordable costs, high level of customer service, guidance, and building expertise, they will help you as they help us.
Diamond Intercontinental Jewelry Store now has amazing deals, special discounted prices on wedding sets, watches and selected jewelry. We sell top brand jewelry and watches like Citizen, Guess and Klein and G-Shock, all at the best prices in Grenada. We also buy scrap gold and offer the best deals and customer service on the island. Opening hours Mondays to Saturdays, 9:30 a.m. to 5 p.m. Diamond Intercontinental Jewelry Store, located at the Esplanade Mall, St. George's, Grenada. Visit our brand new remodeled store or call us on telephone number 414-3114, 232-1234 or WhatsApp 533-1581. Sale is on for a limited time only.
Fuel your dreams with a communal vehicle loan. It's a huge deal with super awesome rates and discounts. Get the vehicle that's just for you. Enjoy your journey. Make memories. Explore more. We're fueling dreams to your destination. It's a huge deal and it's just for you. Your destination, and we'll take you there. Call or message us on WhatsApp 405-6670 or 405-2248. Let's get you where you have to be with Communal and Friends. This special promotion is in collaboration with The Beacon Insurance, Netherlands Insurance, Greens Automotive, RF Motors, and Specialized Automotive. We're fueling dreams to your destination. Apply today. Lending terms and conditions apply.
Family fun days are here. Now is the time for movie marathons, tasty treats, and outdoor fun. At Courts, we have the TVs, appliances, grills, pools, and more to make your home the place to be. Get it all today with no cash when you shop with Courts Ready Finance. Family fun days are on now. Get what you need at Courts, bringing value home. Offer ends July 23rd. Conditions apply.
Hey man, when we come online, you only juking up your phone.
Yeah boy, now what I say, they have an app. I can't find it. I check Play Store. I do a Google search. I can't find it. Man, I get fed up, man.
Nah man, because you look in the wrong place. The app is web-based.
Web-based?
Yes, you access it via your web browser, right? You can add it to your home screen or your desktop, like any regular app. Watch. Look, I have it on my phone. Right? And you can access it or add it to any device, your computer, your tablet, any device.
Well, how am I doing that and I can't find it?
Okay, watch. All you have to do is open your browser, right? And type mobile.nawasa.gd. And voila, you see?
Just so?
Yes, and you can download it or access it via the web. Once you have a reliable internet connection, right? You can run the app anywhere, anytime.
So, how I adding that to my home screen?
Right, so you click on those three dots, right, or your web browser setting, and look for the option to install app or add to home screen. Easy peasy.
Well, thank you. Now I could help Auntie June because she was having the same problem too.
The Nawasa app, versatile, fast-paced, and always up to date because it's web-based. So Auntie June won't always have to install update. Once a change is made to the app, it updates automatically, no hassle.
Well, that's a good thing.
Mobile.nawasa.gd, your customer support companion.
Affordable quality products products delivered to you via superb service. We are superb distributors, wholesalers and authorized agents for trusted products you know and love, like Rika Juices, Pure Heaven products, Bibin diapers, New Bright laundry detergent, Allegra pasta, and more.
Contact Superb Distributors at 435-2948 for superb quality and service.
I want you to control your anger. There's a way to feel better. That's one thing to remember. No matter where you are, you can be a star. Stop and take a deep breath and relax yourself. Take another deep breath and relax it, and relax it. Eliminate violence.
Spice Mass is back! And Grenada Distillers Limited wants you to win big with its bottleneck promotion. With every purchase of pure white or special dark, you are automatically entered for a chance to win. Win tickets to Soca Mona. Win free costumes. Win bottles of Clack Scotch Rum, Grenada's #1. Win cold hard cash and more. Simply write your name, address, and contact details at the back of this bottleneck and insert in the boxes at participating outlets and the Clack Scotch sales van. Win big for Spice Mass with Clack Scotch, Grenada's #1 rum.
Do you need to get one of these tests done at an affordable price? Well, look no further. Visit Allied Laboratories by Fit for Life today. We offer VDRL, CBC, ANA, rheumatoid factor, D-dimer, TROP1, HbA1c, PT-INR, and PTT. Call one of our branches today, conveniently located at Grenville and Granats, and one of our staff members will be happy to assist. Please note that there are over 200 tests available, and these are only a few. So call today and book your appointment.
Welcome to Yogo. Most of you know us for our food delivery service and our food pass for free delivery from restaurants. But did you know you can also use us for grocery deliveries too? We've just added another 5,000 plus new items to Yogo's supermarket. And stay updated as we add more products and vendors. Yogo Services is our convenient skip the line offering. Let us pay your electric, water, and other utility bills for you. With us, you'll be able to buy tickets, pay your rent, schedule bookings, and other services. Need a ride to get somewhere? Give Yogo Lyft a try. Select your pickup location and destination location and wait for our driver to collect you. Never have to worry about how you're gonna get to a place again. Please see website or app for our service locations. And sign up now.
Fitness Revolution returns! That's right, just in time to get you in shape for Spice Mass 2022. You heard me? This time it's Fitness Revolution 9, Fit for Mass. July 11th to August 4th, 2022. Mondays, Wednesdays, Thursdays, 5 p.m. to 6:30 p.m. Montrouge playing field. 4 weeks of cardio blasting. If you want to lose weight, fat burning. If you want to lose weight, sculpting, shaping, endurance, toning, and fun workouts. If you want to lose weight, only $60 EC gets you in shape for Carnival 2022. Register now and be ready for this fitness explosion. Packages are available at Fit for Life Medical Services. For more information, call 409-3488 or 405-9357. Fitness Revolution is back. Remember, you must fit into the costume. Fitness Revolution 9, Fit for Mass.
It go be a mass to remember.
Prime Minister Honorable Dickon Mitchell says airlift remains an issue of critical importance to the region. This story and more in the National Report.
The house was shaking. Then said the story here, bang, crack, and the roof had gone.
Man, I was so scared, I nearly wet myself.
Only those who have lived it can truly understand the devastating fury of a hurricane's wind.
The house across the road just get up and roll over.
Hurricane force wind. It's a hazard. Hazards. Take control. Reduce your loss. You can hurricane-proof your home. For example, make your roof more wind-resistant by using screws instead of nails in its construction. Find out more about hurricane force winds and other hazards at your local disaster office. A message from the National Disaster Management Agency and SEDERA.
With the news for Wednesday, July 6, 2022, I am Abigail McIntyre. Grenada's Prime Minister Honorable Dickon Mitchell says airlift remains a critical area of discussion for the region. Honorable Mitchell has just returned from the 43rd regular meeting of the Conference of Heads of Government in Suriname. Speaking with the Government Information Service on his arrival earlier on Wednesday, he said overall it was a successful summit where a number of critical issues affecting the region were discussed, with an immediate need to reinvigorate the CSME. Major issues like climate change, food security, along with regional security concerns to address the crime levels within member states also formed part of the dialogue. However, airlift remains a very crucial matter.
Getting to Suriname was a difficult challenge. We had to go up on a RSS flight, a charter plane in the Caribbean into Suriname, charter flight from Suriname to Barbados, and again, private charter to get to Grenada. So that in and of itself tells you the challenges we face. So we also had the opportunity to do some bilateral discussions, particularly amongst the OECS and Barbados, as to how we address this issue of airlift and regional travel. So all in all, I think it was a fruitful meeting, and obviously I was the new kid on the block, so I think there was quite a bit of curiosity amongst my peers, given my relative newness to politics. But I was welcome with open arms. The camaraderie was there, and I enjoyed it.
The Grenada delegation at the meeting also discussed agriculture with Guyana's president, Dr. Mohamed Irfan Ali, who is on a push for food security throughout the region.
He's made some concrete proposals on that. We are happy to work with Guyana. There are proposals particularly to start looking at the cluster, not just in production but also in moving the goods between Guyana, Trinidad, Grenada. So that is something we are quite eager to get on board with.
Minister for Foreign Affairs, Trade and Export Development, the Honorable Joseph Andal, says the Grenada delegation to the CARICOM Summit in Suriname was able to promote the country's transformation agenda. Honorable Andal held discussions with delegates from other countries on education opportunities available in a foreign language, short-term courses, and agriculture, among other matters.
We were able to have some useful discussion with the Chinese, with the representatives of the Venezuelan government. There was a very useful presentation by a delegation from Saudi Arabia. We also had useful talks with the Chilean representatives. So overall, I think it was a very useful and successful trip. We were able to promote our transformation agenda, and coming out of that meeting, the contacts that we have been able to establish in some cases, solidify in other cases, will come in very useful as we go forward with the process of deepening ties with other countries and other regions, and using our foreign policy to promote trade, export, and the general interests of our country.
This is the National Report. The news will continue after the break.
Grenada, the road to soca and Gouyave Monarch have officially been activated.
With 4 exciting nights of real Spice Mass action, it's the Groovy and Soca Prelims, where Grenada's top artists vie for a spot onto the next round in a quest to be crowned king. It all begins on Thursday, 7th July, with 2 back-to-back action-packed nights of Soca Preliminaries. That's right, Thursday and Friday. Last suggest in St. David, after which the Groovy takes center stage. Saturday, July 9th, Boss Yard in St. Patrick, and the final leg at the Victoria Hard Court in St. Mark. Come out and support your favorite artists. Showtime 7 p.m. Admission only $15. Don't miss the journey. We're on the road to Spice Mass 2022 Soca and Groovy Prelims. Thursday, July 7th to Sunday, July 10th. It's gonna be steamy.
Unskilled laborers in the Caribbean region may soon be able to travel throughout member countries of CARICOM to work without the hassle of obtaining work permits. A major decision coming out of the 43rd regular meeting of CARICOM heads of government, which ended on Tuesday in Suriname, stated that all barriers to movement for unskilled laborers was approved under the CARICOM Single Market and Economy Agreement. Prior to this decision, CSME allowed for the free movement of skilled labor throughout member countries. The announcement was made by President of the Republic of Suriname, Chan Sentoki, during a media briefing to mark the close of the 2-day heads meeting to which his country played host. This decision, he says, is one that has been on the table at CARICOM meetings for many years, and it affects persons who are household domestic workers, agricultural workers, and security officers, among others.
We had agreed in the past the free movement of the skilled nationals to give them the opportunity to work in the member states of the Caribbean nations. And now we have approved also laborers, which are not really the skilled laborers, but laborers we need in our countries, in our sister nations, and that we have removed all the barriers for them.
Agricultural labor.
Agriculture, and also security officers, etc., and domestic laborers.
Prime Minister of St. Vincent and the Grenadines, Dr. Ralph Gonsalves, explained the process to ensure a seamless implementation in member countries.
The revised Treaty of Chaguaramas specifies within it a number of categories by treaty which you would allow skills nationals to go, and there's a list of them. And since then, the heads of government, in accordance with the provisions of the treaty, have extended the list, and it's a large number. Journalists, for instance, university graduates, teachers, nurses, professionals of one kind or another, technical people, sports persons, and cultural artists, and so on and so forth. It's a large list. And some time ago, approval was given in respect of domestic workers, agricultural workers, and security officers to be added. The definitional work and the details were not put in place. Those have now been put in place. And as the distinguished Secretary General of CARICOM has said, that some of these matters have to be now put within the domestic legislation. The protocols will be signed and go into the domestic legislation. Some of them you have to actually amend the legislation locally. But right now, if any country wants in CARICOM to get agricultural workers, for instance, from another country, they can do so by agreement. In the same way as we send agricultural workers to the United States, to Canada, we now do it from St. Vincent to the United Kingdom, and so on and so forth.
One of the top priorities for newly elected Minister for Carriacou and Petite Martinique Affairs and Local Government, the Honourable Tevin Andrews, is uniting the people of the sister islands. Minister Andrews, who was officially welcomed to the ministry on Monday, July 4th, said in order for the ministry to effectively and efficiently provide its services, there must be unity and a high level of productivity among staff. He is confident in the team around him and its ability to move Carriacou and Petite Martinique forward.
Because our people are just way too divided, especially through politics. Now that the political boxing gloves are off, it's now time to bring our people together, to unite our people. And that's how you start getting the productivity for people to start working together. And the second thing that needs to happen, another big priority for us, is the inter-island travel. Airlift and of course the ferry service is something that must be looked into. We've started the process. The Minister for Civil Aviation and I had a long discussion yesterday, and we have another meeting before the weekends. We'll discuss plans and programs in terms of how we intend to deal with it. So in the coming week or weeks, you'll be hearing exactly what this new administration will be doing as it relates to airlift to Carriacou, and also the ferry service to and from Carriacou, Petite Martinique.
Another area of focus is the construction of a ministerial complex to house all public offices in Carriacou. Since the passage of Hurricane Ivan in 2004, the workers have been left without a central working space and are scattered across the island in various buildings and offices. Minister Andrews says with the groundwork for the complex already laid, it will be one of the major infrastructure projects in the coming months.
The Permanent Secretary and I, Javon Williams, when I was speaking about the need for the complex, and I know that the previous NDC administration made significant progress on it. And I understand that a cost analysis was done, drawings were done, and so on for the complex. So it's something that we'll definitely look into and try to expedite to make this a reality once and for all for the people of for the workers of the Ministry for Carriacou and Petite Martinique Affairs.
Since assuming office following the June 23rd general elections, Minister Andrews has been attending a number of functions, the latest being Bishop's College Award ceremony, where he presented awards to Owena Samuel for her outstanding performance in mathematics and Kalisha Fleury, English A in the 2021 Caribbean Certificate of Secondary Level Competence Exams. And that story brings us to the end of the National Report for Wednesday, July 6, 2022. Recapping the top story, Prime Minister Honourable Dickon Mitchell says airlift remains an issue of critical importance to the region. On behalf of the entire news team here at the Government Information Service, I am Abigail McIntyre. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you very much, Abigail, and the rest of the GIS News team. Now we take a look at the weather and then we head into some big ups. So the weather is expected to be generally fair and slightly breezy. The wind for tonight, before we go there, the temperature 25 degrees Celsius as the minimum. Winds northeasterly to easterly at 8 to 18 miles per hour. Seas moderate, waves 4 to 6 feet in open waters. Tides 8 o'clock, that's high, low at 2:45 a.m. Taking a look at the weather for Thursday, generally fair, hazy and breezy, becoming partly cloudy at times with a possible isolated afternoon and nighttime shower. Max temperature tomorrow 31 degrees Celsius, minimum 26.5. Wind northeasterly to southeasterly at 15 to 25 miles per hour. Seas moderate to slightly rough. Waves 5 to 7 feet in open waters. A small craft advisory will be in effect for tomorrow. So, Fitzroy, Suzanne, Glenora, Greens 473, Joseph, who else? Tredina, and all the other folks who are currently on YouTube, we are saying hello to you. And those of you who are on Facebook, hey Paul, what's going on? We want to pick up a few people who have shared the program on Facebook. So let's see who that is. Yeah, we're picking up people who share. We change the policy. I say, we no longer, sorry, we are no longer bigging up people who are typing and stuff like that. We're bigging up people who share the program. So big up. Oh gosh, you know, I'm gonna do all of that. So we want to big up all the people who are currently on the program, those of you who shared, and even those of you who didn't. That's okay. All right, those of you who are chatting, like Shireen and Kireen and Cynthia and Brenda. Thank you, Brenda. We cool. Sherry Ann, Rolanda, Hazel, Jane, Java, Angel, Kireen, and Bermuda and Jennifer, Shum, Liz, Linda, Trevin, was it? Tevin. Michelle, Anne, Yvonne, EC, Emily. Who is Paula? Beginner people. I don't know who is Paula. I just see people on the program and I begin them up. I don't know. Vicky, Guan. Alright. Who else is there? Yep, Papa. So all the other people, wherever you guys may be, big up to you. Keith shared the program a few seconds ago. Dillian shared a few seconds ago. Lisa, Talisha, Twin, Angel, Ansha, Veronica, all of you just shared the program. Well, hello to you guys as well. All right, I begin up all the two, you know what I mean? Yeah, why not? Rolanda, Claire, blessings to you as well. So, folks, we're going to take we're going to call it a night, and we're going to touch base again tomorrow. God's willing. I'm really hoping forward to having you guys around again, okay? Take care, guys, and may God bless you and your family, okay? Cherry Ann, blessings to you too. Good. Anyway, let's go. Liz, let's go. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, we all say, Ja! No! Take care, and may God bless you. I'll touch base with you tomorrow, God's willing, again. Take care.